There are men and women driven by passion, committed to find happiness and meaning. They strive to better our lives and make us aspire to help others. They are visionaries. They advocate events, ideas, technological innovations that make significant shifts in our thinking. To make a better future for us, they pursue game-changing inventions that make us change the way we think, we live, we carry our lives, the way we see things. We ask ordinary people about their ideas and what they believe are game changers. Journey with us as we tell stories of these visionaries and their game changers.
The Filipino who invented the chipset in your personal computer. His incredible game-changing journey from Cagayan to Silicon Valley.
Not many of us know it, but a Filipino had a hand in the development of the game-changing product of the 20th century, the personal computer. Dado Banatao practically invented your computer chip and its graphics card.
Silicon Valley in California is a mecca for game changers. This area near San Francisco Bay has produced some of the world's greatest innovators in electronics and high technology. One of these game changers is Dado Banatao. This is his story.
Everyone seemed smarter than I was. So I studied twice as hard. I saw an opportunity to design better computer chips, and I started a company. That company failed. No one told me that I could do it. I had to tell myself that I could, and so I tried it again. This time, we succeeded.
I met Dado at the University of San Carlos in Cebu, in one of the workshops organized by his foundation.
My father was a farmer. We always have something on the table. I go to school barefoot.
Somehow, Dado managed to get into the Mapua Institute of Technology, where he graduated cum laude. He flew to the US as a Philippine Airlines trainee pilot. Studying while working, Dado saved up for a master's degree in electrical engineering at Stanford University.
And you were dead focused on design jobs. That's what's...
As an engineer, we are trained to do designs. You work so hard in engineering, solve all those problems, and where do you use them? The only place to use them is to design things.
It's in the heart of the personal computer where Dado's game-changing contribution lies, the microchip. It is said that a third of every computer today carries technologies developed by Dado. He is known as the father of the semiconductor and us, the Filipino Bill Gates. His net worth is said to be in the billions of dollars. But from what I've seen, he remains a very humble man. Proof of that is his presence in this auditorium in Cebu.
How can I give back to the country given the state of technology that we are in? The country needs it. And so I am helping the government, academia, and then industry, what we do here for entrepreneurship, innovation and entrepreneurship.
More than 300 students from all over the country are spending the next 3 days here. The workshop was organized by FieldDev, a foundation Dado helped create.
What we do is work with the government and academia to create the programs that they need to do to produce enough engineers that can create value-add products.
Value-added product.
Yeah, meaning technology-based products that we can then compete with the rest of the world.
FieldDev introduced the Global Idea Workshop for science and engineering scholars and startup entrepreneurs. Here, students interact with engineers, professors, and entrepreneurs from Silicon Valley to learn about emerging technologies and where to use their talents.
There are hundreds of millions of inventions just buying there useless. And what really matters in an invention is whether it solves some critical problems to be able to create products that can affect the economy. You have to apply it to what is needed by industry. That is more important, and that's where actually you call it innovation. Innovation is more important than invention.
The mission of PhilDev is to eradicate poverty. To do this, the country needs to produce enough engineers and scientists who can be drivers of economic growth. PhilDev has a total of 82 scholars across the country, and it expects the number to reach 150 next year.
And the workshop is where we train entrepreneurs and engineers, students, some of the basic skills to start up a company. I think Filipino students, they can be as good as any other entrepreneur in the world, and they get empowered and they feel motivated, but we just have to give them more skills and motivate them to actually be able to do it themselves.
PhilDev has partnered with the Commission on Higher Education and USAID to produce more science and engineering graduates. They plan to link their research to meet the needs of Philippine industries and fuel economic growth. Eros Quesada Resmini is a lecturer from Silicon Valley. He is amazed by the atmosphere at the workshop.
I think they're very, very eager and willing and interested in these concepts. They're just really smart kids. I mean, these are some smart kids that are absorbing very complex concepts.
Leonardo Nyogas is one of PhilDev's scholars at the Mindanao State University.
Because of this scholarship, we're given a very clear future. We saw the future in Dado Banatao, the way he did the semiconductor chips, the way he made a change.
Like his idol Dado, he thinks of giving something back to his hometown.
I'm thinking of renewable energy. We still have rampant brownouts. In Iligan City, my hometown, even though we have the majestic, glorious waterfall of the Philippines, Maria Cristina Falls, we still have rampant brownouts.
Serge Lorenz Villasica is a PhilDev scholar right here at the University of San Carlos. He hopes to graduate as a mechanical engineer this school year.
When my father formally quit his job, the ITR of our family got significantly decreased. So thankfully to Mr. Bungkayao, our scholarship coordinator, he really helped me in looking for a scholarship program. He referred me to PhilDev after a series of screenings and interviews, and we also submitted our essays, our application. Thankfully, and thank God, I was accepted to be one of the PhilDev scholars.
Because our economy really just relies on the local savings. And in that equation, those who have the money, who are the rich, they get richer. Even the middle income households, which is growing a little bit, but definitely the poor, they are not part of that growth.
And what you're saying is education will be the solution for their state of...
Well, clearly education at many levels, but in this case, in my research, it has to be specific about the high value education leading into high value products. Therefore, technology matters. The best example of all is Silicon Valley. In a very small area, if you look at the value of the products there and the value of the companies, it is clearly within the top 12, in the worst case, 12, 15 economies in the world. Its technology is clearly the only way out for us. At the end of the day, we are Filipinos. I am Filipino. I may have lived in the US for a long time, but it is still here. I went to Silicon Valley I swear we can compete with anyone. And I had proved it.
With his hard-earned fame, Dado Banato is busy giving lectures and advice on tech innovation and on venture capital investments. But once in a while, his private jet turns towards home. So who or what is a game changer? Game changers are things, ideas, or they are people who put forth pioneering concepts that change the way things are made, the way we do things, or even the way we think. We'll discover the most enterprising people, seek and encourage potential trailblazers, and take a peek into the minds of game changers.